Let me be honest with you for a moment, because this is something that quietly destroys more wealth than bad stock picks ever will. People love investing. They love talking about stocks, crypto, and the next big opportunity. But at the same time, they rake carrying credit card balances with interest rates north of 20% and wondering why their net worth never seems to move. That's not investing. That's financial denial. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, investing, and why so many people insist on doing things in the most expensive order possible. If you actually want to build wealth instead of just feeling productive, this video might save you years of frustration. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You can't invest your way out of a broken financial foundation. If life throws you a surprise expense and you don't have cash set aside, every investment you own becomes fragile. You're forced to sell at bad times or lean on debt that compounds against you. That's why before anything else, you need money sitting somewhere boring and safe. Not because it earns a great return, but because it buys you stability. Even a modest buffer completely changes how you react to financial stress. And that difference alone can be worth more than any hot investment tip. What really sabotages people, though, is pretending high-interest debt isn't an emergency. Credit cards charging double-digit interest don't wait for the market to recover. They grow every single day. Carrying that kind of debt while investing is like trying to climb uphill with a weight strapped to your back. Paying it off isn't just responsible, it's mathematically unbeatable. Every dollar used to eliminate high-interest debt earns a guaranteed return that most investors will never consistently achieve in the market. Now, there is one exception that actually makes sense. And it's something a shocking number of people ignore. If your employer offers to match part of your retirement contributions, that money should not be skipped. That match is instant, risk-free growth. It's not theoretical. It's not based on market performance. It's free money, and leaving it on the table is one of the most expensive mistakes people make without even realizing it. Once the bleeding stops and the foundation is solid, that's when smart optimization starts to matter. Where you invest is just as important as what you invest in. Accounts with tax advantages quietly outperform flashy strategies over time because less of your money leaks out to fees and taxes. The difference may not look dramatic in a single year, but stretch it over decades and it becomes life-changing. Taxes are one of the biggest forces working against long-term investors, yet most people treat them as an afterthought. Choosing when you pay them can be just as powerful as choosing the right investment. Some people benefit from lowering their taxes today, others benefit from locking in tax-free income later. And for many, having a mix creates flexibility that becomes incredibly valuable in retirement. When control matters more than perfection, there's also one account that almost nobody talks about the right way, even though it might be one of the strongest tools available. If you have access to a health savings account, it can quietly become a retirement powerhouse. Used strategically, it offers tax benefits going in, growth without taxes along the way, and tax-free withdrawals for medical costs later. Considering that healthcare is one of the largest expenses most people will ever face, having money specifically designed to handle that problem is a massive advantage. Only after all of that groundwork is done does it finally make sense to move into fully flexible investing. This is the part people want to start with, because it feels unrestricted and exciting. But flexibility comes at a cost. Taxes constantly skim off returns, and poor decisions are easier to make when there are no guardrails. Used correctly, these accounts are powerful tools for goals like early retirement or large purchases. Used too early, they slow everything else down. The big takeaway is simple, even if most people ignore it. Wealth isn't built by chasing excitement. It's built by respecting order. Stabilize first. Eliminate what's working against you. Take guaranteed wins when they're offered. Then let time and compounding do the heavy lifting. Do the boring things in the right order, and years from now you won't need luck, hype, or perfect timing. You'll already be ahead. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.